This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida Gators. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Down for this offense. Direct snap. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's fourth and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Loveland. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Wolverines will keep this drive going. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
They'll ride the hot hand. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go right back to the run. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
21 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's crease corn. Rams him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 4 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They execute.
And that ball is picked off.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Orji. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loud.
Now on 2nd and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Gators are flying down the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 72 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They feed him again. And the Wolverines get enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
To throw, it's Orji. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Florida 14, Michigan 7.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Looking to throw on second down. Finds his man. It's Badger. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Orji. Firing to the right, complete. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. How about the timing on that pitch?
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's Orji. It's complete on the right side. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll go with a direct snap. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it. You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 14, Michigan 7.
Trying to pick up a first down. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. On to attempt the try. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 4 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Daniels. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Lagway coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All tied up, under a minute to play. Reads it, fires complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Delivers the stiff arm. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Florida. In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 75. Mercyhurst University, 31.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll use...
Florida.
6 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has missed his only attempt of the day, but all will be forgotten if he knocks it through the uprights here. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good. He got it. He missed earlier, but connects when it mattered the most. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute